1, 2, 1, 2. Ty, where's that from?
Every black movie.
Oh, God. I would love to let you touch my boobs.
Every time I try and itch them, you say I'm acting like Brandon.
Yep. That's good.
We're
That's
getting
real
there.
good. That's... Are we on? We are. We are? Are we in? Oh, thank God. You guys, welcome back to your favorite edits of the week. I didn't say that last podcast, guys. Did you guys catch that? Are you okay?
I'm still on the air.
Oh.
With center. Because it's been windy.
It has been windy here in Sacramento.
It's been a little...
You guys, this is our first time recording. We took a week off. What does that sound? Ariana, can you close all the doors? Do me a favor. Close the door from that room into the bathroom.
Oh, it went away.
It did go away. Whatever it was annoying though.
No, it was very high pitch.
It was like aggressive too.
I hope they can hear that.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
It was annoying.
It was annoying.
It threw me off. But yeah, welcome back to your
back.
favorite edits of the week.
That's us.
Welcome back to Edit That Out with Thylanda.
Hey.
Me.
And Gloria.
And Ariana's there.
Hi. She's over there.
She's around.
She's somewhere.
We have one hell of a podcast for you guys today, guys.
Man.
I hope you guys are strapped in and ready to go, because boy, are we strapped in.
Harness up.
Harnessed
Get
up.
it?
Harnessed up.
Get it?
Helmeted up. Strapped in.
Strap it.
Fire resistant
Not strap
suit.
it on, but strap.
Sorry.
That's last week. I forgot.
Yep.
Sorry.
Last week.
That was last week.
Yeah, we took a week off from filming, guys, but we are entering our era of, because Gloria's going to go on maternity leave soon, we're trying to crank out these episodes as much as we can.
We're trying to make sure you guys have options to watch.
Yeah, and have content to watch. But the thing is, guys, even when I'm gone, Thailand and Ariana are going to hold down the fort, and we're going to have special guests and all that.
It's going to be exciting.
I'm actually really excited to see how the podcast goes without me.
Honestly, so am I. I think I'm super excited to film with Ariana.
Yeah.
Because our banter is good too. But
Yeah.
the way I'm so excited to film with Brandon, I'm over the moon.
I'm already excited to hear your guys' episode.
I think it's going to be too fun.
Yeah.
The laughs are going to be laughing. Mm-hmm. The tears might be tearing.
Oh, for sure.
But in a good tears. Ooh, good tears.
No, yeah, no.
It's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
I'm really excited,
But
too.
I will miss you. Let me put that out there
We'll
before everybody's
text.
just like, she's so happy that she's leaving. No, I'm going to miss you.
We'll text. We'll voice note.
Oh.
Ariana.
I'm doing it for the camera. What we talk about prior is...
You and Ariana do have great banter. I hear you guys talk when I'm getting ready.
Yeah.
You guys have great banter.
We have a good time.
You guys are always laughing and what have you not. All right, let's get into our roses and our thorns, because I
Let's do
really
it.
want to get into this video, guys, because we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, the unfolding.
Okay, so Ty, you go.
Okay. So here's my thing. Okay. I have been overly happy.
Good.
I haven't really had one single rose that stood out more than anything else. I've just been overly happy. Work is going good. Side work is going good. Man said is my man is going good. We're all going good.
Yeah.
Everything is good. The kids are good. I don't have one specific rose to say because just everything has been going A-O freaking K.
I love that.
To the point where it was hard for me to pick a thorn. Because everything's going so well that I didn't know what my thorn would be. I had to dig deep into the roots of my scalp to pick my thorn.
And then you found one.
And then I found one.
And then talk about it.
My thorn.
Because I got the voice note. I got the text. I got the pictures. I got the panic just incoming on my cell phone.
Because I didn't know what to do.
No, I didn't.
I was stressed.
I didn't know what to do for you.
Because there was nothing to do.
You were on a time crunch as well.
I was on the timiest
Okay, I'll let you
of
explain
crunches.
the story.
I'm 36. I stress. I have 2 kids. I have jobs. I have gray hairs, okay? They're there. I went to cover my gray hairs.
Yeah.
with a box that had my color. It had the name.
And this is not the first time she's done this, you guys.
I almost went like this, but that's not the right episode. There's no episode like that, sorry. The box had chestnut brown. My natural hair color is chestnut brown.
Yeah.
I slathered chestnut brown onto these roots. Martha, my roots were blonde.
Yeah.
Somehow my hair bleached pretty much. So 2 inches, 3 inches, I'm blonde and then natural brown.
That chestnut blonde went honey blonde.
Went honey blonde
very quickly.
real quick. I washed the hair out before the time. And it still was like, hey, the grays were white.
Yeah.
They were white.
So even what you intended to do was not done.
I didn't even cover my grays.
No.
The honey blonde or whatever blonde didn't even cover the gray to make it the grays blonde. You could have at least done that.
It toned them and made them brighter. It only made them stronger.
It made them so strong to the point where when I fixed it, my grays are still here.
Yeah.
So I don't need that face. That's a little unnecessary. Because I am still stressing because now I have to re-dye my hair. And I couldn't dye it that day because I was already on a time crunch. I forgot where I had to go. I had a volleyball game.
You did have a volleyball game.
I had a volleyball game that I had to go to. I had to catch a bus. I didn't have time to do anything, so I just had to
suck it up.
I had to suck it up. And I went to my volleyball game and all my kids were like,
I will say, Mary, for you coming up in here and being like, I don't have a thorn, guys. I was very quick to be like, no, Mary, you do have a thorn.
You do have a thorn.
Because I got a text a few days ago.
A text?
That's a thorn, Mary. That would kill me because the fact that you had somewhere to be,
I had somewhere
literally
to be.
minutes after.
Like I literally had to zhuzh my hair dry so that I can go to my bus to get to this game. I did not have time to slather some more on. So that was my thorn. Yeah. That was my rose. I'm happy. My thorn. This.
It doesn't look too bad anymore.
Oh my God.
Not Ariana laughing.
So does it look bad still? I need honest answers right now if this still looks bad. I know it still doesn't match the rest of my hair color, but Martha, I don't know what to do. I don't want to go black.
No, Ty. The thing is, though, I feel like now is time for you to go get a black-brown situation and fully cover that up. Because it's not...
Fully cover that up for
Mary, because it's like, it's one of those things where it doesn't look purposeful. It looks like a mistake.
Thanks.
And then, am I being a good friend right now?
I quit. Ariana, here we go.
No,
Ariana's here and Thailand is over there. I'm sorry.
It's not offending me. Let's just move on to my thorn, okay? Because I got one. I got doozies. I also have gray hairs, Ty. Don't even worry about it, okay?
But that hair mask did it turn your hair blonde?
No, baby, I'm a professional.
I thought I was too. Just somebody take my license. I don't have one. It's fine.
My thorn is, I will say, it's a thorn. Like, I didn't have to think about this one. Okay. Like how you were like, I had to think for mine.
I had to think.
I go to sleep every single night and I'm like, this is the thorn of my existence right now. Because it is my sleep. Because I'm not getting any.
What's sleep?
What is sleep, Mary?
Who is she?
No, I'm not getting barely any. I'm going to read you guys my sleep scores for the past week. For a few days. Where's my phone?
Behind you.
It's right here. Thank you. Let me go on my app and read you guys my sleep scores.
I'm so scared
from the past.
Does it tell you when you fart?
No.
Oh.
That'd be crazy. Flatulence rating.
Don't they have that?
No.
I just want to know when you fart.
A little bit ago.
Did you?
Yeah. While we were over there.
Oh, it's silent.
Oh, yeah.
And not even deadly.
No.
Good for you.
I mean,
You'd smell mine.
My sleep scores for the past 4 days, guys. 22.
What does that mean?
17.
Goddamn.
13.
Oh, no.
43. And I'll give you guys this one, 56. These are all out of 100, you guys. These are all
roller coaster.
out of 100.
That 13 is crazy.
No, the 13 blew me away. The 13, and it was rough because Brandon's been doing back-to-back push weeks just to make sure he has enough content for when Maverick gets here. We can both mentally at least go on a maternity leave. Like, I'm literally going to be in bed not doing anything. Brandon just wants to be able to be at home with us and not worry about filming. Yeah. So he's had back-to-back push weeks. His cousin flew in. He did some content with them. And then he did a push week with Cam where they literally film from, like, Brandon is gone from 9 a.m. and he doesn't come home until, like, midnight. That 13 scared me. That 13, I was like, babe, be on call. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle all these kids and under this umbrella of sleep. Thank God the 13 happened in a day when I knew I had Ariana. I had my parents at my house. So I had help.
So you were set.
Yeah.
But still.
I wasn't fully alone until like after 6 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Which after 6 o'clock, the kids they lose their energy. Bath time, bedtime, playtime, it's easy. Yeah. So I was able to do it. When I tell you I've not been able to sleep, it's a mixture of the restless legs, which thank God, no cramps though.
Okay, nice.
The magnesium baths have helped. So no leg cramps, just the annoying restlessness. They're not even to the point of like burning anymore, which
that's good.
Horrible. Yeah. Again, shout out to the magnesium baths. And it's now I'm peeing. And I've counted how many times I go up to pee, guys.
I thought you were going to say you peed in the bed.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Mary.
I'm not to the point where I'm peeing in the bed.
No, I get up to pee roughly 9 to 15 times a night.
Excuse me?
Yeah. 9 to 15 times a night. And you can't help but drink water. You get thirsty.
You get thirsty.
The thirsty when you're pregnant it's not to be messed with.
It's not even thirst. It's like I'm dying.
It's not to be trifled with. And only certain things hydrate you. Like only certain waters hydrate me.
Okay.
And I feel like if I don't drink water before, because Brandon's like, well, cut your water off before you go to, like, babe, that's not even an option.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You cannot do it.
The baby's constantly like recycling water. Like I have no choice. I have to drink water. Also, if you don't drink water, what do you get? Leg cramps.
Leg cramps.
So you have to juggle all of these things. The other night though, I had, you guys know that feeling like when a leg cramp might happen, like one move and you're like, oh. It happened right when I was about to get up to go pee with a full bladder.
Nothing.
The way I thought I was gonna pee my bed because of a leg cramp. It was trauma. I literally like went and I kind of grabbed Brandon. I didn't want to wake him up because I was like, I can work through this. I moved so slowly out of bed, and I like tiptoed to the bathroom. And then once I sat down and I peed, I was like, bring on the leg cramp. I don't care. Because
I'm good now because I made it to the toilet.
The way I thought I was going to pee my bed. Oh. Yeah. So consistent thorn. I hate it. It doesn't matter because pregnancy time, you go to bed so tired.
Exhausted.
You go to bed exhausted.
Exhausted.
And then the second you're like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. You don't.
The moment that you relax and you're like, okay, my body's resting, my mind is finally rested. We're not rested.
We're not rested. We're not going to sleep.
Rested.
No, because now you have to go pee.
Yep.
And now there's a leg cramp going to come on.
The baby's all of a sudden moving like crazy.
Oh my God. The one thing I will say is like Maverick isn't on a reverse schedule like Jameson was, because Jameson was hard. Mm-hmm. Maverick will go to sleep when I go to sleep. Oh. She's very good about that.
We love her.
That's one thing that I'm like, thank God, because that was a thorn with Jameson. Yeah. And but the girls have been like, I'm gonna go to sleep when Mom goes to sleep, because Autumn was also like on my same schedule. Maverick has been on my same schedule, so my sleep has been my absolute thorn.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a horrible one.
And we love consistency.
We love consistency. So ready to have this baby. That's how you know sleep is bad, when you're craving to have the baby just so you can sleep
Just
a
so you can
little bit
sleep
better.
a little bit more. Because you're not even going to really be able to sleep.
No.
Because now the baby's here.
And then you have to wake up to the feedings,
The
and the
pumpings.
pumpings. And, no. So
I don't miss, I'm sorry.
I'm done after this, baby.
Oh.
Done.
Yeah.
Like, done.
We're done.
Sew me up.
Are you gonna?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But I'm done.
Okay.
But I'm for sure done.
I was gonna say you're gonna
Pop
get
that
the
next one on in my arm.
what's the
Done.
No, don't do that.
That's the one I always get.
Oh, okay. Then you're fine.
Yeah, it's the one I always get.
That one
Keeps me my periods and everything.
Oh.
Ariana had a bad reaction to it. It's done wonders for me.
I think that's why I said don't do it because I forgot that that's what you already had, and I remember she
Ariana
had
had
the
a
bad
reaction.
experience. Yeah.
I've gotten the next one on after all my kids, and it's the one birth control that I love. It does. I don't feel like it throws me off.
I've got the good old Morena up there. She does her job.
And it works for you.
She's good.
Yeah.
We adore her.
And then my rose is, you guys, F1 is back.
Oh,
You guys, F1 is back.
F1 is here.
F1 is back.
Ugh.
I went and I got F1 nails, which I'm very excited about. The second I walked into my nail salon, I looked at my nail lady. Her name is Kendall. We love her. I said, Kendall, I need this done. And I showed her a picture that I posted on my Instagram stories that Ferrari posted with Lewis Hamilton.
Yep.
And she goes, let's do an LH and then we'll do the 44. And I said, that's exactly what I want, Kendall.
Yep.
She goes, I have the perfect red for you. And I said, thank you, Kendall. And then she would pull out Ferrari stickers out of nowhere. And I said, Mary, I love you.
Yep.
Like if I wasn't already married, I would marry that
You.
Vietnamese woman, the house down boots.
Marry me.
Easy. Easy.
I don't know how you say it in their language, but here's a ring.
And we just experienced, I want to say experience because it was an experience, you guys, the Australian Grand Prix.
You stopped on that. The emotional roller coaster,
Baby.
that took the formation lap, baby.
Oh, I have notes.
Martha,
I have notes because
the
the
formation lap.
I think I wrote down your text exactly. A rookie crash on the formation lap is crazy.
Is crazy.
Was the first text that I got from Thailander
Yes.
last night because we got to watch it at night. Thank God. I was telling Brandon one thing that we are pretty blessed with in California. Yes, we do have our crappy times for sure. Like the Monaco one is hard to wake up for
Yes.
sure. But for the most part, we have it good watching the races.
Yeah.
Being
I
on
think
California
the
time.
latest is the 12 o'clock or whatever, which
Vegas was hard.
Vegas was difficult.
Yeah.
But I think the waking up at 4:30, it's rough, but I think we just got very used to it.
We did.
We get our coffee and we get our blankets, we sit down, turn the TV
Yeah.
on, and we're good. But it is still kind of hard to wake up.
But we're not on UK time where they have to wake up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Or stay up. Yeah, for most of
I'm
the
not
races.
staying up till 2.
Oh, baby. And I'm
taking
not,
a nap.
And I'm not going to sleep and then waking up at 2 a.m. I'm not doing that.
Oh,
No.
I am.
Oh, you are?
I do that for the practices because I'm dumb.
Well, good for you,
I
Mary.
watch the practices that are at 2 o'clock because
I cannot.
I don't know for what. What am I watching a free practice for?
I don't-
It's literally a practice. I don't understand why I watch it, but I'm like, oh,
Brandon really likes to watch the free practices, and I just have them on his background when I'm doing something. Like, I'll watch the
watching
replay.
them. I don't understand why. I love watching the practices.
I like watching the highlights of the free practices.
I've never watched a highlight.
That's all I watch.
I've never watched a highlight.
Brandon will put them on, and I'll like be doing stuff. But Brandon likes to watch the free practices
love
as
that.
well. But the rookie crash was crazy. You guys, the Australian Grand Prix was wild. Okay, we're gonna go into our sports edit for sure, guys. Because if you guys don't like F1 or aren't into F1, fast forward through this whole section. We will try to get through it as quickly as possible.
We're
But
gonna try. Keyword, try.
But this is like
Because we have a lot.
our
To,
thing.
this is our thing. We have a lot to say.
Yeah.
It.
So the rookie crash, crazy.
Crazy.
Isaac Hadjar. Am I
Hadjar.
correct?
Yes.
Isaac Hadjar. What team is he? Visa. Is he a racing bull?
He's a racing bull.
He's a racing bull, baby. Okay.
I can't wait to get into more
felt-
racing bull stuff.
I felt crazy. Crazy. Because I thought I was tripping when I was like, no way. We're not even in the race, babes. Formation lap. And there's already a wreck. And
But here's the thing.
we knew Australia was going to be a shit show.
We knew Australia was going to be a shit show. And hello, rain with 6 rookies?
6.
6 rookies.
There's no way the FIA is letting this happen ever again. Ever.
But here's the thing. Yes, the FIA will. Because it's the FIA.
I doubt, like, that they're ever going to let this much rookies on the field ever again. Because I feel like even for teams, for the safety of the sport, they're going to be like, no, this is a hazard. Like, people could die.
But how can you stop that? How do you literally stop a team from getting a rookie?
I think that they should. I think that there's going to be a motion where they're like, if a certain number of rookies is pulled by this date, then that's it. But you can't.
You're gonna give a cutoff.
You're gonna give a cutoff.
Okay.
So, for example, they were like, you need to submit your number 2 for the team for the season by this point, and if you haven't already, then you're cut off.
Okay.
Type of thing. I feel like that's how they're gonna do it. I felt so bad that it was Isaac Hadjar because Brandon had just showed me a video where it's honestly so cute, where they were like, so who's your guys' favorite driver? And Isaac Hadjar's favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. And it's the cutest.
He said he shook his hand and he didn't want to wash it. Like, he adores that man.
Adores that man. This is the guy, again, this is the rookie that crashed. Mm-hmm. And when he crashed, I felt for him. Because
he was bawling his eyes out.
Yeah. Once he got out of the car, thank God he's fine, guys.
No, he was good.
He's good. He walked out of the car. He obviously walked like a dog with a tail in between his legs, but he started crying. But who was the first person to freaking console him?
Papa Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton's dad literally walked up to him
the biggest hug
and said, "Come here, babe."
The best words of encouragement, baby.
Cry me a river. And you know that Lewis probably radioed back, "Dad, go get this boy." Like, I know that's something.
Like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay.
But even if he didn't, shout out to Lewis Hamilton's dad.
For stepping up and being like, hey, I'm going to go.
And then his interview after, he was like, I had to do that because I watched my boy suffer and I felt for the parents of this boy and I felt for this boy. It was one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And then 4 other rookies. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah.
Here's my thing. At first, I felt kind of bad because when he first crashed, I'm not going to lie, I talked shit.
Oh, of course.
I was like, how do you crash out on a straight? Baby.
I got the text, baby.
We were going straight.
Even if it was raining, Mary. Even if it was raining, you were on the right tires.
Like, what are we jerking the steering wheel for?
I mean, the nerves. It was his first race as a Formula One driver. It's in the rain. It's a pretty big race.
Deal. I get it, but like,
I definitely had my moment where I was like, see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you put rookies on the field. But then, not only did a bunch of other rookies DNF. You guys, the most veteran man on that grid, Fernando Alonso,
at lap like 45,
he also crashed. He also spun out.
I was like, come on.
So this is where I felt very bad for Isaac, but then I was like, if anything, rain really is the great equalizer in F1.
Yes.
Because Fernando Alonso, again, the most veteran guy on that field, because it's him and then Lewis. Yeah.
Because Alonso is 43?
Yeah, and he's been in the game a really long time. He also DNF'd, guys. He also did not finish.
Zaddy Sainz
and the Williams, which I felt bad for because you could tell that this is, I'm going to prove something in Williams. And he won the Australian Grand Prix last year.
I will say I am so happy that Liam did shit.
Oh, yeah. Why are you guys rolling your eyes at me? I knew Liam was going to do shit.
But
I also called that out.
I don't want to hear it because you were so against Yuki getting that seat.
Oh, I am against Yuki getting that seat. I still am.
Why? Yuki did amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yuki did amazing yesterday. And what did Liam do? I don't want to hear it.
Yuki would choke as a number 2.
What is wrong with you?
Verstappen. I just do.
So after yesterday's performance, you're going to literally sit here and say that you still think that he would be a horrible number 2.
Oh, I think Yuki would be a horrible number 2. I think the pressure would get to him, and I think he would fold. I think the only reason Yuki's doing good right now is because he knows he's number 1. And that's why he did good with Ricardo, because he was scoring more than Ricardo. But the second you put him under pressure of Max Verstappen is my number one, oh no, babes, how am I going to compete? No, if Checo folded, you think Yuki isn't? Baby. I still have that belief. Anyways, let's...
Better than the rookies.
Well, I hope so, Ariana. He's been in the game 5 years. That's not saying anything. What? That's such a dumb thing to say.
Better than Liam.
I will say, Ariana, of course he would. He's been in the game way longer. You would expect him to. But the fact that Christian Horner still hasn't seen that in him, that also is saying a lot.
First of all, let's not Christian Horner. Okay.
Yeah.
Christian Horner's dumb. I'm sorry.
Christian Horner was the one who pulled up Checo.
Oh,
Cherry
he was
picked
smart
Checo.
for that.
Cherry
After
picked
that,
Checo.
Christian was dumb. Christian Horner was dumb for not picking Yuki. I really don't care what you say. I'm sorry.
Stay mad, hoes. Yuki's still in that Red Bull.
Yuki's going to be in that Red Bull seat as a second to Max by the end of this season.
I believe that.
Halfway through the season,
I
he is
believe that.
taking Liam's spot.
I believe that.
I
believe it. Because I
think what
agree.
pisses
I don't
me
think
off-
Lawson is going to finish the season.
No,
There's no
he
way.
Can't.
There's no
Him
way.
and his dumb hairstyle gotta go.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. His hair. This stupid little.
Oh, who? Liam?
Yes.
Oh, can
Just a little. I don't.
Did you guys tell the difference? I know this is like weird, but did you tell the difference of the veterans and the rookies, their media training?
Yes.
Because after the interviews, the way Lawson was just like, yeah. And you could tell Leclerc knows how to talk to a camera after a race. Hamilton knows how to talk to a
Knows
camera.
how to
Even
talk to a
Verstappen
camera.
knows how to talk to a camera. But all the rookies after their interviews, I was like, babes, that media training's
yeah.
got to come through at some point.
Well, and that's the thing. At F2, they don't.
Don't have to.
interviews, and they don't
Also,
do stuff like that.
Also, did you guys know that they canceled the F2 race because it was raining?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they canceled the F2 race and the Australian Grand Prix. So if that tells
That
you...
kind of tells you something, don't it?
But cherries for this race, you guys, those radios were hilarious. The radios.
I showed Anita the radios this morning for Lewis, and she was like, "Oh," and I was like,
Oh, he was hot.
He was pissed.
Oh, he was
The way they
hot.
kept telling him something, he's like, "Let me do it." Yes.
No, what does he say? Leave me to it, mate.
Leave me to it.
I want a shirt that says "Leave me to it, mate." I'm gonna wear that to when I give birth, but at the same time, I'm like, no, everybody hold my hand and tell me what to do.
because that shirt would be a lie.
Exactly.
Tell me what to do. I've been here before.
Yeah.
Still tell me what to
There
do.
are so many areas of my life where I am I'm a sub, Ty. I'm a sub. I was talking to Yolis about this the other day, because you know how Yolis is getting her gym grind?
Yeah.
And Yolis is like Ariana and like you in that sense that you guys can go to gym and just know what to do.
Yeah.
I am such a sub bitch when it comes to working out. I need a grown 30-year-old woman with fake boobs and a Pilates masterclass certificate to yell at me and tell me what to do in class.
Well, you had me to the fake boobs.
And the Pilates certification.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not good at going to the
gym certified.
The way I walk into the gym and I'm like, I'm going to go into the treadmill for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go do this. And then I'm going to go do this. And then I'm going to do this. And then I stay on the treadmill for 2 hours. And I'm like, that was enough.
The way that you're not lying, because when we used to go to the gym, I used to have to push you to go to.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I need either that
guidance.
or I need a tiny little Asian woman to soothe me in a yoga class and be like, now get into Warrior 2 with salt lamps.
You know who I miss?
Ping.
Ping?
Ping.
Ping.
I love Ping.
I thought you said peeing.
No, Ping.
I was like, no, I just peed. But Ping.
Ping.
I do miss her, but no, I miss what's her face.
Jackie.
Nope.
Who?
Falsia.
Oh, yeah. Feslia.
Fislia.
Yo, she got us together every single class.
Every single time.
Every single class. But she leads the weight training classes, which you like.
Which I like.
Yes.
I love her.
So the studio that I go to, you guys, doesn't just do yoga. I know I put on my stories that I'm always at yoga, and that's just what we call it, but they do a variety of classes. They do
a little bit of everything.
They do a lot. They do weightlifting classes. They do straight vinyasa yoga.
Did you ever try the bar?
I do bar now.
Do you do bar
Yes,
now? I'm cool.
absolutely.
I tried bar one time and I was like, this is not it.
No, bar is hard. Bar is by far still the hardest class.
Can't do it.
It's the hardest class of the week. And all those girls, though, I will say, all of them, shelves back there. Shelves.
And it's
You
deserved.
You can stack books.
Like
The girls that have been doing bar,
I can't do it.
it's
I tried it one
crazy
time.
not to look.
I tried it one time and I
Bar's
was like, oh.
hard.
I was like, I thought I was ready for this.
Yeah.
I'm not.
People go in thinking that, no, when I've said I've watched grown men walk out of classes 15 minutes in.
Yes.
It's bar. It's either bar or it's yoga because their
yoga,
body
'cause
can't
their
move that
body's
way.
Their
Yeah.
body's not, I was going to say not right.
But bar. But bar's hard.
Bar's
Mary.
hard. I finished it, but because I wasn't no bitch, I'm going to stay there.
Yeah. Did
But
you do bar
Yes.
at the hot studio?
Yeah. But I modified.
Oh, I still I'm 2 years deep and I still modify.
I modified the hell out of that class.
Okay.
No.
All right. This one's going to get us all hot because I know that we were ready to cuss out our phones. When Piastri was told to hold position, Mary couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I was hot for that boy.
It's his home fucking race.
Thank you.
Let that boy race.
And he was hot on Lando's trail.
He was
And he
on
was
his
right
ass
there.
every time. They were
Right
damn near
there.
bumping each other.
It made me
Oh.
so mad, and it could not be me, especially since they said in the beginning of the season, and plenty of interviews, when they interviewed Zach Brown, hey, are you going to let these boys race? Because they're not 1 and 2. Both of these guys, in every other team, guys, there's a 1 and 2. Albon is number 2 to Carlos Sainz. Sorry, work hard, Albon. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Lewis, yeah. Charles, you're going to be number 2 to Lewis Hamilton. Everybody is number 2 to Lewis Hamilton. Stroll, you're going to be 2 to
Alonso.
Fernando Alonso. 100%. Baby, these two are neck and neck.
They're both one.
They're both one.
They're both one.
To the point
And I don't want to
where-
hear anybody else
to
say
the
anything
point-
different.
To the point where Christian Horner was like, if I could cherry pick any boy to be in my Red Bull seat right now, and they were like, oh, so who would you pick for McLaren? This boy, without even thinking, said Piastri. And what did McLaren do? They extended that boy's contract, and now he
They
also
sure did.
makes $20 million, just like Lando Norris. Lando doesn't make 21,
So
22.
please tell
No.
me how somebody's above the other when they're not.
And at
They
your
are the
home
equalest
race,
of goddamn people.
when his pace was beautiful,
He did amazing.
they told him, and they literally radioed him, Oscar, hold position. For who,
for
Mary?
what?
For who?
For
Oh, I
what?
was hot.
For
I
what?
was hot. And then all of a sudden, when they came back and they were like, oh, let the boys race. Oh, when he's 2 seconds behind
When
now?
he's 2 seconds behind, now all of a sudden you
now
want
when
to let them race?
Oh, now?
Get the fuck out of here.
I was
pissed me
pissed.
off. And
Oh, I
then
was mad.
I literally
I was
almost
mad.
cried when Piastri went into the fucking grass.
Yeah, so did I.
was screaming. I was at Darius's house and I was screaming.
Yeah.
Like, no. And then when I saw him backing up, I was like, oh, I was like,
Yes.
get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Yes.
I was so happy
was
that he got
mad.
out, but like, fuck. McLaren fucked Piastri out. I don't care.
I think McLaren had a terrible strategy.
Like,
Strategy.
there we go.
I thought of tragedy.
It's the same thing.
But same thing.
It's the same thing.
And also, I'll say it, wearing a freaking Ferrari shirt. Ferrari's strategy was also shit. The way they
Ferrari?
screwed Hamilton and Leclerc.
Hamilton and Leclerc.
And Leclerc. If I were Hamilton, the way I would walk into that and be like, your guys' strategy
is shit.
is shit.
Let me do it.
Just
Just let me run what I need to run.
Let's work something out. Because, yeah, he got hot plenty of times being like, leave me to it, mate. Leave me to it.
The
leave me
way
to it."
that last radio was nothing but a long ass beep.
Oh, my gosh. And
said,
Hamilton
"Oh."
doesn't really cuss.
No.
He's known to be a gentleman on on radios. He's known to be cool under pressure. He was hot.
But he was hot.
And he was hot that whole weekend.
I would have loved to see his face.
Well, yeah. You love an angry man.
I love an angry man. And he's got a thick neck. Shit.
the neck vein
The
popping out.
neck vein popping out. And he's got that forehead one too. Ooh. I got a little.
Yep, still true.
Got hot.
So, yeah, that's my, those are my hot takes
Yeah, those are
on
good.
the Australian Grand Prix.
They're all good except for you not thinking that Yuki should be with
And I
Red Bull, but
don't.
I don't understand. Because
And I
I'll never
don't.
understand.
And I don't.
I don't understand.
I don't see it. I don't see that in him.
So who do you think, if it's not Liam, who do you think?
Oscar Piastri would be a great number two.
Okay, but we can't pick Oscar.
But okay, on
Because
the
Oscar's already set. We already know Oscar. If you could
you
pick
guys
somebody
think
that's
I
not
have something
super set.
specifically against Yuki. I don't.
think you have
The
anything
only
specific.
person on that grid that I think would be a good number 2 to Max Verstappen right now is Oscar Piastri.
I'm confuzzled on how you would think that Piastri would be a good number 2 to Max.
I do.
How?
Because Piastri doesn't fold under pressure.
I don't
Ever. Piastri doesn't even lock up.
But you can tell he wants a chance at number 1. Why would he be okay?
But so did Checo. And Checo was an excellent number 2.
Checo was an excellent number 2. Yes.
So was Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri.
You just had
What?
the worst time saying that name.
I know I did. So did Valtteri Bottas.
Yes.
He also wanted to be world champion, but he was a great number 2
He was the most amazing number 2.
to Lewis Hamilton.
He was the most amazing. I will give Bottas that.
Because the thing is, guys,
But I think Piastri's too hungry. Not saying that nobody else was hungry.
Piastri
Checo
is
was
hungry, but he doesn't have ego that would get in his way. I don't think you guys understand this. Yuki has ego, and the reason Yuki has ego is because he's number 1 in a team right now. And being number 2 to Max Verstappen would not, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have, the ego wouldn't get in the way. I'm saying that he would get in his own head and he would screw himself over on that track so many times.
I don't think he would. Because I think that he would be super excited that he's finally getting to where he's been wanting to be. And he's going to do whatever he needs to do to make sure that Red Bull is number 1. That's my mind on where Yuki's
I
at.
want to hear, because we need more F1 girlies in the chat for this podcast, period. But I want to
Yes.
hear what the F1 girlies think about this, because this really is a controversial topic. I'm learning.
Yes.
Do you guys think Yuki deserves a second Red Bull seat? Put in the comments down
Yes,
below.
you do. It's okay.
No, I'm serious. Brandon and I have gone at lengths with this conversation, and it's the same. It's the same thing he brought up last week. Do you think Albon deserved that second seat? No.
Honestly, after seeing yesterday, yes. After seeing yesterday, I think Albon should have been moved up.
To what?
To what?
You better not say Mercedes. Okay.
After seeing yesterday's race and where he ended, yes.
No, baby.
No, Mercedes should have got signs.
Mercedes should have gone signs.
Okay, that
Mercedes should have signed signs.
Yeah.
Who should have gotten it, for sure.
But Albon for sure should not be in a Mercedes seat.
No,
But Sainz should have been first chair if he was going to be in Mercedes.
Albon definitely should not be in a Mercedes.
No.
Sit your ass at Williams.
Sit your ass at Williams.
Stay your ass at Williams.
And you know what? And because I give this to Albon. Albon and Sainz are definitely going to make Williams a middle of the grid team.
Oh my God, for sure.
1,000%.
For sure.
Top of the grid? I don't know.
Not top,
I don't know.
top of the grid.
So yeah, put in the comments. Do you guys think that Yuki deserve that second Red Bull seat?
Please let us know.
Please let us know.
Because I really want everybody's hot take on it. I want everybody's opinion on
I
it.
love to hear
really
hot
want
takes.
to hear
I'm down.
your guys' view and what you guys have to say. Because
For sure.
I just don't understand how nobody could think that he doesn't deserve it.
For our F1 podcast, we had by the way, for our F1 podcast, we had a lot of people that were like, I had no idea what you guys were talking about, but I stayed for the whole thing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
But for those of you guys who are like, how do I get into F1? Start watching Drive to Survive on Netflix. Start watching Drive to Survive on Netflix, and I promise you that will get you into it.
It'll get you so motivated.
And we're curious to hear, like, I started watching Drive to Survive. I'm such a Ferrari girly or a Mercedes girly. Babe, do not get attached to any team. Let me tell you that right now.
No. Get attached to people.
Get attached to people.
That way you can go wherever they go.
I do feel bad for all my Ferrari girlies that had to go be a Williams girly.
There were so many people in Williams.
Oh my God, so many.
Because of science, of
Obviously.
course. And just like there's so many people now in Ferrari, which there were already plenty of Ferrari,
Obviously.
but there's just so much more now because of who just went to Ferrari.
And you know what I also
Including
like
us.
to see? And you know what I also like to see? that there was a lot of McLaren flags that had Piastri's number on them.
Piastri.
Thank you.
I get Lando's good. What?
Hello?
Oh, look.
Oh, a Trump flag.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a whole little convoy.
You guys, I saw the funniest tweet the other day. It was, or I think it was a thread because it wasn't on Twitter. It was a thread, Instagram's version.
Are people
but it was
really
like,
that proud of Trump?
Oh, but the thing is, liberals are dramatic and emotional and show-offy and want to
That's ridiculous.
and want to push things down
people's throats.
people's throats. What was that?
That's ridiculous.
That the way somebody literally X'd and they were like, because they were making fun of. Somebody posted something about the insurrection on January 6th, but they were like, I drink liberal tears. And then somebody goes, gay? And I just love, I love
good.
that tweet so much. Or the thread, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
Same difference.
Comment down below, guys. We would love to join more F1 girly. We would love for
Honestly.
more F1 girlies to join us
Yes,
here on our
please.
podcast. And we would love to hear that we converted you into F1 girlies.
And guys, if you're watching,
for sure.
and if you're F1 guys, please tell us your insight too, because we
Yeah.
want to hear all of it. We want all of it.
We're gonna have Brand. We all watched Drive to Survive. There is a new season. None of us have finished it.
No.
And then Brandon's gonna be on the episode where we describe or discuss this season because last season was a mess. Last season of Drive to Survive was a mess.
A shit show.
But this season started off so
Strong.
good. It's so good. Like
I
this
was
season
like,
is.
oh. What's crazy is I watched the first episode and first of all, we already know everything that happened last season. I still had anxiety watching.
The way I can describe Drive to Survive is if you guys like watching Real Housewives, this is Real Housewives of F1.
Oh my God,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not even joking. The drama between team principals, the drama between teammates, the drama between it's a whole thing, guys. It literally is. Like, these are the Real Housewives of F1.
And it's just so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I love it. Okay. What else do we have on our agenda?
Oh my God. My phone was gonna ring. I don't know if I don't know if we're ready for this topic. 2, I don't know if they're ready for this topic. 3, I don't know if I know the world was not ready for this topic.
This topic shook people up.
It shook me to my core
Mary,
because
I
even when she posted her story or her whatever,
I still remember.
I commented on that thing.
Mary, I still remember when this hit the news.
And I said, so you're coaching people how to get away with murder.
T.
You are coaching people how to get away with murder.
Is she trying to be Miss Viola Davis?
Sweetie, if that's how you got to make your money these days, then whatever.
Mary.
Bartending must have not turned out that great.
Mary. Okay. So Casey Anthony's back, or she's trying to come back.
She's trying to come back.
And this is one instance where I'm like, internet, do your thing.
Please do your thing.
I'm not really one for cancel culture.
Oh, but cancel it.
But I'm over it.
Cancel it now before
Over it.
it even starts.
You
Cancel
guys,
it now.
I have watched and devoured a plethora of Casey Anthony documentaries,
All of
podcasts,
it.
and I'm going to say right now,
All of it.
listen, if you guys have not heard or live under a rock or don't know what we're talking about with the whole Casey Anthony thing, look into the last podcast on the left's episode. I think they did a 2-parter on Casey Anthony because those boys did so good going into the ins and outs of this trial and why, babes, this was one, just like OJ, we got wrong, and it's obviously.
Oh, OJ did it?
Huh?
OJ did it? If the glove don't fit,
Stupid. Don't even
he
go there.
wants to quit.
Stupid. Don't even go there.
The way this man put on the glove like this
Mary,
gets me every time.
They also made like the best one of the best. The last podcast on the left didn't do this. I think ESPN 60 Seconds or something did one of the best documentaries I've ever seen in my life. OJ's documentary is so good.
It's so good.
It's so
it's
good.
so theatrical.
Oh, it's so well done.
Yes.
But going back onto the Casey Anthony thing, guys, this was one of those moments where I internet, do your thing. I've seen so many. I even watched the latest documentary or docuseries or miniseries where she was on.
Yeah.
Where they're interviewing her
in Florida now, and they were going around with her. I watched that. I watched it too because I wanted to see what she's doing, what she's saying.
I wanted to see what she was up to. I
even watched the one with her parents. It was just her parents.
And you know what?
I watched that.
And you know what? I'll be honest. I went into it really like, all right, now I'm going to hear from you. Change my mind. Or let me see.
You went in open-minded?
I went in very open-minded. Yeah. I didn't go in hate watching. I went in thinking, okay, maybe this could be a thing. I was not convinced. I was convinced of certain things, I will say. I was convinced of certain things.
Of what?
I looked at Casey Anthony's dad a little different.
Oh, the whole family. Oh, no, the whole family.
Yeah.
I think all of them had something to do with it. Not just her, not just him, because everybody was just like, oh, he did it.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. That's why she's innocent. No, baby. On her computer, on her laptop,
Mozilla
on her
Firefox.
phone, they did her search history and found X, Y, and Z on how to clean up blood, how to conceal things. And then found her on, I think, Home Depot's video buying rope, bags, concrete. What do you need all this for? What do you need it? What do you need it for? And then her trunk found her, what's her name? Kaylee?
Mm-hmm. Kaylee.
Kaylee's hair, and her trunk smelled like rotten body. Oh, well, how'd that happen?
Like I said, guys, listen to last podcast on the lefts. They did so good because I watched a lot of documentaries and I obviously watched like all the news reportings and all that stuff. But last podcast on the lefts podcast on this, it's jarring, and you can fact check it all from the podcast. Like these boys did their research to a T.
Yeah,
it was so well done, and The way that when I saw the latest documentary, like I said, of her kind of telling her story, it did make me look at the family very differently. You cannot convince me that she did not commit this crime.
No.
And now the thing is, she's at that point now where I promise you, baby, she even believes that she didn't do it. That she believes.
It's been like 15 years.
And she believes she didn't do it.
She believed wholeheartedly the day that she did it that she didn't do it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, or at the very least, she forgave herself very quickly.
She forgave herself so quickly. Because I believe it was like a week later that she was found not guilty. She was out partying.
Baby.
I'm not partying.
Baby.
If I lost my kid.
Darling, I know people grieve differently.
But that's not one.
But that's weird.
That's your child.
That's weird.
It's different if it was a cousin. Not saying if a cousin, but it's different if it was a cousin, a distant family. It's your baby that you birthed.
Oh my gosh.
That's your child?
Anyways, and on the hot trails of that, I also just saw.
Hate it.
This is different. Scott Peterson got beat up in prison because of a pickleball.
Because of a pickleball.
Because of a pickleball match that went wrong.
I adore it.
Uh-huh.
I adore it.
Uh-huh.
He can get beat up every day.
The thing is, I have my beliefs on Scott Peterson.
Okay.
I do.
What are they?
I don't think he did it. But a large part of me, guys, does not believe he did it. Okay. Internet, come for me.
Here's the thing.
Internet, come for me.
But here's the thing, because
you're not going to sit here and tell me, OJ's innocent, but Scott Peterson definitely did it. Mary.
I was just saying, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. But here's the thing. I do kind of agree with you.
Yeah. Because
there's potholes in that story.
Do I think that Scott Peterson was a piece of shit? Absolutely.
No, he was a piece of shit.
100%.
Oh.
But I also do think he is the unluckiest, worst timing on the planet. For this guy.
Yeah.
Because this whole horrible situation that happened to Lacey, obviously she was the victim of it, but you guys, I think there is more victims in this whole case.
The story is a lot bigger than what it is.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot bigger than what it is.
Brandon and I watched a documentary a while back, that I loved how they did this because they also, you can tell that the filmmaker went into this not biased, very open-minded.
Which you have to go
Which
into
you
something.
have to go
you
into.
have to go into it.
And you could, there was definitely moments where you were like, oh,
Well, wait a minute.
well, wait a minute. But wait
Think
a
about it.
minute. But worst timing ever.
Yes.
He was cheating.
He was cheating.
And there were a lot of shitty things done.
There were a lot
Do
of
I necessarily
factors.
think there was murder involved by his own hands?
No.
I don't. And you guys can cover me for that. That's my opinion. You guys can call me wrong. I'm super okay with it. This is my opinion. And obviously it's not going to affect anything. This man's getting shanked because of pickleball still.
Like, pickleball's crazy.
Pickleball's crazy.
Not a pickup game of basketball. It's pickleball.
Pickleball. I saw that article and I read it and I was like, well, sucks to suck.
But I mean, he could still get beat every day.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I don't know, guys. Those are topics that I was like, yo.
Those are two good ones. Like, that Casey one still has got me shook to my core. I don't understand.
She really
came on TikTok and
Yeah.
was like, I'm not here to talk about my parents. I'm not.
Nope.
Why are you bringing them up then?
No.
But also, why are you coming on here talking about you're trying to be an advocate?
She really thought she was doing something.
She thought she was about to come on here and everybody forgot what she did and she was going to get everybody on her side and blah, blah.
Casey-
Baby, you're trying to help people get away with murder because you got away with murder.
Casey
You
Anthony.
got away
Casey
with
Anthony. Casey
murder.
Anthony. Did she have the cooking show?
Is
Was
that
she on
the-
Love is Blind?
It's,
Is that what people thought? Is that what she thought was going to happen?
yeah.
People were just going to forget.
People aren't going to Google who you are and why there's such a big controversy around you.
Yeah.
Even if people don't know what she did, Google is a thing.
Adriana, do you know who Casey Anthony is?
I do, I just don't know all the details.
But that name.
But the name
But that
name is a
name,
name.
Mary.
You don't forget
No,
that name.
I still remember when that trial was happening.
so do I.
Oh, I remember when the Scott Peterson trial was happening.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who is.
Who's Scott Peterson?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
He is the man that unalived his allegedly. He's the man that unalived his pregnant wife while cheating. And the cheating thing is not alleged. The cheating thing,
That's legit.
That's fact that
Those
happened.
are factual things.
And in fact, the one that this one is one of the most recent ones, Ty. They also did a documentary on Netflix of him. The one who unalived his pregnant wife
and
two
two
daughters. What was his name? So they were comparing him to him.
There's nothing to compare. There's nothing to compare.
Because one actually fully admitted, and Scott Peterson to this day still denies.
It's still denying it, but what's his face?
Alleged.
Fully admitted it. First of all, he fully admitted
He
it.
did
He
fully
told the
admit it.
police where his daughters were.
where the bodies were. All the bodies.
All the bodies were.
What was his name? It was the American Horror Next Door,
American
or American Crime Story
Horror.
Next Door. I can
It was pregnant wife and 3 daughters.
no 2 daughters.
Frederick.
No.
Not Frederick.
It was
No. Yes.
Christopher Watts.
Christopher Watts.
Christopher Watts.
That's the one.
Yes,
He
that's
did
the one.
that.
Oh, he
3 daughters because
Because pregnant. So
it was a boy, wasn't it? Nickel.
no. 3 girls.
Was it 3 girls?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was pregnant with baby girl. Yeah.
She was pregnant with.
3
Oh.
girls, so
Yeah.
3 daughters. He
Yes.
3 daughters.
Yeah, that one. They were comparing him to
There's no
Scott
comparison,
Peterson.
I'm sorry.
Which I was like,
You can't
no.
do that. You can't do that. There's
No.
no comparison in this.
This is different. This one is way more horrible.
Yes.
This one is way more tragic. And
Yes.
I'm sorry, but the mistress was involved. Because I have also I've done my deep dive on this one. There was evidence on this girl's computer too. And they just, because she
glossed over her.
helped the investigation,
Yeah.
they overlooked.
They gave her
Mary.
a pass.
Okay, if you guys, this is a true crime podcast now, guys.
We have been on a roller coaster. We were sports and F1. Now we are true crime.
But these are just all hot things that we saw.
Next, we're going to be on
On the internet
sexual
this week.
relations under a bed. That didn't sound right.
You guys,
I'm sorry.
I
that
need-
came out wrong.
but thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
Because I I really want Thailand and Adiana and I to carve out time to watch the Diddy documentary, and let's just do a deep dive on it. Because, I have my... Everybody was so shocked when all the Diddy stuff came out.
And I don't understand why people were shocked.
I don't understand why.
I don't understand.
Did we not all watch Making the Band?
Ugh.
Both the boys and the girl season.
Talk about
this
it.
man has been a creep.
Have we not heard all the comedians and people talking about this man for years? But thinking just because it's comedians saying something, it's a joke? No.
Do you guys not pick up on the energy between him and Cassie at every red carpet, at every event?
Carpet,
she was terrified.
Was scared for her life.
Terrified of that man.
She literally just...
When it was confirmed and all the videos came out, I was like, yeah.
Yo, that video of him dragging her back from...
As horrible as it was, I literally was like, no, yeah, that's been happening.
That's been happening.
And that wasn't the first or the last time. I promise you. I promise you.
And then after that came out, it was big how he killed Kim. Unalived Kim.
But we've already known that,
But we've already known
that. Again.
Anybody that's associated with him.
I don't even know.
And has done a little weird things ended up being gone.
I love that I'm shouting out this podcast so much. And I don't even know if it's still around, guys. I stopped listening to it because I moved in by myself and I had to stop listening to true crime podcasts, period, because I was living by myself. But the last podcast on the left also did a whole episode series on how Diddy, for sure, allegedly, killed Biggie. I mean, not put the hit on Biggie, put the hit on Tupac. They did, you guys...
Everybody
has known about Diddy.
Knows that Tupac is the one that ordered that hit on Tupac. We've
been knowing.
If you are 90s, you know it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm late 90s, but I still know it.
It's the most obvious thing ever.
And if you listen to that podcast, they go into depth of how they know and how they got there. Again, the last podcast on the left, these boys, they're funny and they're quirky, but they do their research.
Because they're not going to have anybody come back from them and be like, wrong. No. If I'm going to speak facts, I'm going to know my facts.
Eminem has been loud and proud about it. Oh, 50 Cent's pettiness.
Petty as fuck.
Everything.
I love him. I strive to be as petty as him.
I think we all strive to be as petty as 50 Cent.
Like, pettiness.
The fact that he's not even a woman.
Unmatched.
Nicki Minaj needs to give her Twitter name to 50 Cent.
Yes, yeah, she does.
Because isn't Nicki Minaj Miss Petty or something?
I think Nicki Minaj calmed down a little bit because Nicki has too much baggage to be being petty with anything these days.
Well, this is true.
Because who she married and had a baby by. But that's
neither here nor there. But if you guys want us to watch the Diddy documentary, you guys, happily.
We will do it.
Happily. Eminem's been loud and proud about it.
Oh my God, yes.
I think Cat Williams
has been open for years.
I feel like there's so many people who are finally being allowed to breathe now in the industry because he's behind bars.
Even Ray J came out and said something.
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard that Ray J came out and said something.
The only one that has been on Diddy's side is
Usher
Amber Rose. Amber Rose has been like, I went to every party and they must have not invited me to these things because blah, blah, blah. Amber Rose, first of all, ain't nobody gonna believe a fucking thing you say.
With your... the axe-slinging slasher tattoo on your forehead, I don't want to hear it. Although I will say, Amber Rose, she's been known to expose a lot of truths. This one ain't it, babes.
Here's the thing.
This one ain't it.
You are on Trump's ass. Fuck you.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I don't want to hear a thing that you say.
No.
Sorry, not sorry.
No.
Sorry, not sorry.
What was I going to say? Usher, I feel like, could finally breathe also.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that I feel like
everybody in the industry can breathe.
Yeah.
The one guy from Day 26 literally cried in an interview about Diddy.
You guys, he was so weird on the
it was uncomfortable.
It brings me back to the whole, did we not watch Making the Band? How was anybody bad boy for life? Like, I don't get it.
Has anybody seen how actors are before they go to the Diddy party and after? Like Kristen Stewart?
Yes.
How she was before and
yes.
now
There's
at the Diddy party?
there's so that like I think this man, knowing he kind of got away with so many things in the 90s.
He's like, I'm invincible. Invincible?
Literally.
I'm invincible.
Literally. And
I'm good.
Oh, and I think that all the attention, rightfully so, went towards R. Kelly for a minute.
Yeah.
Gave him also like ego.
Do you still listen to R. Kelly's music?
Some, but I was
Okay.
never really an R. Kelly stan.
Huh? R. Kelly?
I was never an R. Kelly stan.
What?
I just wasn't.
How? He's what? What? I love R. Kelly. I don't love Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly did the bad things.
Yeah.
But R. Kelly, as the musician,
Yeah.
I will listen to.
I still listen to
She's older.
Okay.
that's true. That's true.
What?
I do I still listen to he did a song To the World with Kanye.
Yes.
Yeah, I still listen to that song.
He did a song with Celine Dion.
He did
Not
a
a lot of
song-
people know that, but he did.
He did
I
a
love
song
it.
with Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. He did.
He did. Yeah. R. Kelly's everywhere. Get it?
If you separate the art from the artist, you guys, R. Kelly's voice is dumb. Like dumb. Like it dumb.
It's soothing. It's amazing.
I think he's an
just-
8-octave range fellow. It's crazy.
And here's the thing: you have to separate the person from the music, because just like right now, Kanye is making things real hard
To still be a Kanye
to
stan.
still be a Kanye stan.
I'm
I
learning.
still am a Kanye stan, but damn it, Kanye.
I'm learning to not get riled up by things
I'm not getting riled up, but damn,
all.
Kanye.
because
What
that's
are you
what they
doing?
want.
But Kanye's serious.
No, Kanye wants attention. And if you give, it's like a little toddler wanting attention right now, and all you have to do is be like, and then they'll stop acting up, which is what I've been doing. It's over here. What's going on over here?
And then I feel bad because every Sunday I'll listen to his gospel album.
Sunday service?
Sunday service. I'll listen to it and I'd be wanting to post it on my story, but then I'm like, I've got like Jewish friends and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to put it on there.
Yeah.
That's how I think. I'm just like, I don't want people to think that I'm okay with the things he does. I'm not okay with the things he does, but his music is just, he's different. He's a lyrical genius.
Oh my God.
I can't not listen to his music. So yeah, I don't know how to post about Kanye, but I do love you, Kanye. I don't know where else to go from that, but I do love you. Just
Speaking of things we love, though,
Calm
we
down.
want to start adding this to the end of every episode, guys. And I think since we're coming to a closing.
I know we're getting close.
Oh,
we glossed way
Ariana.
over that.
Oh, Ariana. Oh, thank you so much for everything that you are, Ariana.
which is nothing.
Damn.
We can't give her props. I love you so much.
Okay.
Your ass is fat.
So I saw this on Us Weekly, I think it was Instagram. I saw Khloe Kardashian has a podcast.
Yes.
And she had her mom on.
Okay.
And she was talking to her mom about how she still has to go to therapy because she was under the bed when her and Bruce Jenner at the time were trying to
Caitlyn.
conceive. I forgot if it was Kendall or Kylie. But Mary, when I first read the story, she was talking about how she heard her parents doing the deed, having mommy daddy time, which I was like, who has it, Mary? Get over it. No, Mary, she was under the bed. Under the bed.
But why are you in the room
So
to
from
get under the bed?
So from what I gathered in the interview, she was playing hide and go seek with one of the nannies, and she
Oh,
had
that sucks.
and she had fallen asleep
Oh, she fell asleep.
under the bed, and woke up to the doings of it.
But then here's also another thing. If I'm a nanny and I'm playing hide and seek with a kid and your parents come home,
Yeah.
hey, I can't find Khloe.
But I hear this, and because my mind went to, Khloe probably fell asleep almost as soon as she hid. The nanny saw that and was like, I'm just gonna let her fall asleep. I I have
Oh,
no.
see, I didn't think of
You know
that.
what I mean? Like I wouldn't. If I was playing with my nieces and nephews and be like, oh, they fell asleep.
I'm
not
not
gonna,
waking you up.
I'm not gonna wake you up.
I'm not waking you up.
But I also am gonna tell your parents, hey,
Such
she
and
fell
such
asleep
is
under the
your
bed. But I think when Nanny was like, oh, Chloe's asleep.
Chloe's asleep.
And that's just how that fell through the cracks.
Okay.
Because as a parent,
Okay.
I would never.
I would never. I'm not chancing that.
I'm not Mary, I
We already know you ain't chancing it.
I already told you guys stories.
Yeah.
Brandon will hear a door open and immediately hop off me.
Done.
And he's done.
That's
We're
true.
done.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
but she was telling Chris, and I loved Kris Jenner's response to this. She was like, "Girl, you got yourself into that. I had no idea. I obviously wouldn't have done it if I had known.
If I would have known you, right? If I
But
would
the
have known
way
you were
Chloe
there.
was like, I still have to go to therapy because of that. She was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Have you ever walked in on your parents having sex?
I've never walked in. I've slightly heard. Oh, Adriana, you walked in?
Okay, one thing about my house.
Yeah.
It was haunted most nights.
Oh.
I walked downstairs on my parents.
You walked downstairs?
Yeah, I walked downstairs to go get some water,
Oof.
and they were in the.
In the living room?
They were in the living room
No.
on the couch.
They were at least in their room, and I opened the door and was like,
No, I've never walked in on my parents. I've heard things.
Yeah, I've
but-
heard things.
I asked Brandon once, obviously we've had this conversation, have you ever walked in on your parents? But Brandon was like, I definitely know of a time I interrupted them, but I didn't walk in and see anything, thank God.
Thank God.
And I also am like, I think I interrupted them because they weren't in the middle of the business. Sorry, you guys. And
No.
I think I heard them. I don't know if I actually did.
Yeah.
we literally had a code because
Yeah.
of how often it happened. We're like, Mom, just let us know it's a headphone mic. Just let us know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Ew.
I'm gonna be that way with my kids once they're older. Once they're older, I'm gonna be like, pop some headphones in, guys, because my man's is looking.
It's about to get
good.
loud. Ew.
My man's is looking good.
She was already like in 7th, 8th grade, so like we're all.
I don't know. I'm talking like you guys have. If you guys are still 18, 20 years old living in my house, pop headphones in.
I'm gonna be like,
I
hey,
don't
go
care.
for a drive.
Yeah, go away.
Go somewhere. You need to pay for a
Yeah.
hotel for the night. Go sleep. You don't have friends?
Yeah.
Why are you home?
Why are you?
It's a Wednesday.
First of all, virgin.
Go
Go
somewhere.
away.
Go somewhere. It's freaking Wednesday. Dang.
But I thought that was a hilarious interview. And I just
that's-
love how Kris Jenner was like, she was not the mom that was like, well, I'm sorry, babe, that must be. She was like, get over it.
She would never. She's Kris Jenner.
It's Kris Jenner.
She would never.
She said, get over it, Mary. You were the one that was hiding.
First of all, it's been how many years?
Yeah.
You're
Also,
fine.
you got 2 little sisters out of it. Fucking deal with it.
You're okay.
You're fine.
And clearly you weren't that traumatized because you've got kids.
Uh.
So. Oh, then I guess I'm not that traumatized. I have kids. Well, look at that. I shut my
I'm
own shit down.
definitely not traumatized. Yeah. I asked Brandon for his story, and he was like, I walked in. I don't think my parents were expecting me to come home after a concert so early. And when I knocked, my mom was in a robe like she had just gotten out of bed. It was way too early for my parents to be in bed.
Right, yeah.
So that's why Brandon's like, I know I interrupted something, but I didn't hear it nor see it.
I've interrupted too.
I've definitely interrupted. But
This was like 2 years ago that I interrupted my mom.
What?
She wasn't answering my phone calls, and it wasn't 2 years ago. It was 4 years ago. It was like 3 years ago. I had Santana. Santana was young. I'm still emotional, and my mom didn't answer my phone calls or texts the day before. And so then the next day, she still wasn't answering my text messages. I called my brother, and I was like, "Yo, have you heard from Mom?" And he was just like, "No." First of all, we don't talk to my mom that often anyway.
Yeah.
But again, I'm in my emotions.
Of course.
And so I've got a key to her place. And so I pulled up and I opened the door and I was like, it was black.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom?
Yeah.
And then she comes out and she's like putting on a robe. That just reminded me.
Oh my God.
She was putting on a robe, but she's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, well, you haven't answered my phone calls. So here's the thing. I know I just said that I've been calling her for 2 days, right?
Yeah.
I only called her for a few hours.
Emotional.
Yeah. Emotional damage. That's why I had it in my head.
For sure.
And so, yeah. And she told me I need to leave.
Yeah, Mary, you were interrupting something.
I interrupted something.
Which is very painful when the kids do interrupt, guys. Britton and I have been living it.
Yeah.
The other night, we literally called it. Because we were like...
Again?
No, we called it. Yeah. But we both did. And I think it was one of those moments where we had to love each other enough to be like, we're going to wait. Because...
Let's wait for the right time.
I'm going to make love a verb right now, and we're going to wait for the right time. Because...
You know I don't know those.
Huh?
You said you're going to make love a verb?
Yeah, I'm going to make love a verb.
Yeah, you don't know I know those. I don't know my nouns and my verbs and stuff. Man said is my man's watched that episode where we did the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
And he said that we're lucky that we're pretty. Because...
I've been saying that.
Because we aren't the smartest.
Been saying that.
He literally was like, babe, you guys are lucky you're pretty.
Uh-huh.
I was like, at least we have something.
Yeah, pretty.
We're pretty. The fuck?
Yeah.
What
and
do we-
now I know what a heptagon is.
Yeah, and now I know what a noun is.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely made love a verb, and we're like, let's not continue with this.
Yeah.
Because it was, and I also was so uncomfortable. I think we're at the point now where even the standard mish is just not doable anymore.
I feel like that wouldn't be doable at all right now.
It was the one that carried us through.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's the one that has been carrying us through, aside from all the other ones.
In Ariana's,
what?
however she said it, K9 wasn't working?
No, K9 still works, obviously.
Okay. I was going to say, like, K9.
K9 still works. The thing is, guys, K9 is getting very painful for me at this point. And I think it's just because baby girl is low.
She's low.
And so that's why I was like, oh, old Mish, it's getting us through.
I didn't have to do
it
the
is
hand
not
motion.
anymore.
Oh, goodness.
It was by far probably the most uncomfortable position we tried last time.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're to the point now where it's like we're just going to have to pretzel and figure it out.
Pretzel and what?
Yeah, like twist and turn and figure out.
But did you say pretzel and finger it out?
No, figure.
Figure.
Pretzel
That's
and
why I
figure
was
it out.
pretzel and finger it out. Like, what are we,
Pretzel and figure it out.
contortionists?
At this point, we might have to be.
Try it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Huh? No, not with this leg.
You got it up pretty far though.
Yeah, how'd you get it up?
I do yoga.
Oh.
There you go, Ty.
I was like, why
say,
can I not do that?
the
We're
reason-
flexible here.
The baby is definitely stopping the leg from going up.
That's true.
She's right here. But yeah,
I was going to be upset at myself if I couldn't get my leg up.
I'm pretty flexible. I mean, I do yoga. So.
This is true.
Yeah.
I want to say same, but I stopped going, but that's fine.
You guys, we have recommendations before we end off this episode. I forget what podcast does this. And I've been throwing out the last podcast on left. It's not
No
the
lie,
last
when you
podcast on
said
the left.
recommendations at the table,
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
But I didn't ask you at the table?
Did you not get my voice note about it?
Yeah?
There's a brand that I want to put you guys on. It's called... Give me a second. It's called... It's Korean, but you guys, it sounds so Spanish to me, and I want to say it's Spanish. It's called Aromatica. I want to say Aromatica so bad. Aromatica. That's it, but it's Korean, and I found it on Amazon. And you guys know I've been craving mint like crazy.
Yeah.
But it's not just the flavor anymore. It's like I need the smell. I need the scent of it. I need to be surrounded by it. I need to be engulfed by it.
Yeah.
So I went on Amazon the other day and I looked for sprays and shampoos and face scrubs and face masks, all that were mint scented because it's gotten so bad, guys. I need it in my life. I discovered this brand, again, called Aromatica. I ordered so much from this brand only to order so much more. It is so good. Like, we already know K-Beauty sets the standard.
Yeah.
for beauty
Yeah.
and hair care and skin
Everything.
care and
Yeah.
everything. No, this is one of the best brands I've ever come across. I have them all linked on my socials, linked on my Amazon storefront. They have no idea about us. They're not sponsoring this podcast. They're not sponsoring me. But I just wanted to put you guys onto this brand. It is so good. Their tea tree tonic, which I sprayed on my face because I thought it was a tonic for your face. It's for your scalp. But it, like, nothing has made my scalp feel cleaner. And if you guys are on your journeys to grow your hair out, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. The reason why your hair is probably not growing is because you're not deep cleaning your scalp.
Yep.
And your follicles are damaged and or plugged up, and that's why hair is not growing. That's why when I say, yes, let your hair get dirty, that's going to promote also hair growth because your hair needs your natural oils to grow. But also clarify. Like, at least once a month, use a clarifying, deep cleaning shampoo to really scrub your scalp. And I promise you, your hair is going to grow like none other. And these products that I used, again, from Automatic, I used a scalp scrub, I used the tea tree tonic, and I used the rosemary conditioner and shampoo. You guys, my hair it's thriving. And it smells so good. I bought it for the scent, but I'm staying for the results. It is so good. So check them out. Check them out. Aromatica, it's so good. And also, we finally finished the Traders this season. I'm still gonna be on my Traders grind. I love the Traders, and I highly recommend you guys watch the Traders this season. It's so good.
I'm glad you're recommending a show because I would love to recommend Love Is Blind this season, but I can't.
No,
But I can't.
we stopped watching.
I stopped watching.
I got so bored. It was just way too much in the pods. Way too much, way too fast. And I'm here for the cringe in shows, guys.
But this was too much.
This was too much.
This was too much. And
this was too much.
I have never hated my sister. 2 words. So much. That my brother literally said, "Oh, my sister is here," because we work together.
Yeah.
And he was like, "My sister?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No,
No.
don't say it."
Oh my God.
Like, I'm so
It was
tired
so
of
annoying.
hearing my sister,
My sister, my sister, oh, my sister, oh, my sister
doesn't
like
who?
I
Shut up.
I thought Mommy's Boys were annoying. I thought Mommy's Boys were the cringe of the most cringe.
But sisters, boys,
Babe.
sister, brother things,
Babe.
whatever they are. I'm
And you
glad
can't
that's
even-
not my brother.
And you can't even say cut the cord.
You can't say cut the cord
Because
because there's no cord.
It's your sister.
It's your sister.
It was just, I didn't like,
Oh.
I also couldn't get into this season, guys. I recommend you guys not watch Love is
Don't
Blind.
watch this season.
So then am I good to not go on it?
No, Ariana, you're still gonna go on Love is Blind.
You're just
Just
not
shut
gonna
up.
go on this
don't
damn
fight it.
season.
You're gonna do it.
Oh
just
my
don't
God.
fight it.
You
Just
have
shut
to
up.
go. We
Shut
already planned
up.
it out.
Like,
and
stop
we already
talking.
shouted it out.
Why are you
come to
arguing
Sacramento.
You're
Like,
so
yo, you're
selfish,
gonna go
Ariana.
on
This
it.
is for us.
We told you about this long time ago.
The second it comes to Sacramento,
You're
are
going
auditioning,
on
you
it.
are going on it.
You're gonna have a good time.
Why
You're
are
gonna
you
act
even
like you're having
speaking?
fun.
Why are you even speaking?
Oh my God. Now I forgot what we were doing.
What do you have to recommend?
I don't know. Taking Ariana's there off.
Yeah.
I love you so much. You know what? I don't know.
You don't have any recommendations?
What?
Well, you don't have to have any, but I have those. You guys check out that brand.
Sorry, I don't have recommendations this week. I was unprepared. Yesterday, I had volleyball all day. I was up since 4:30
I saw
a.m.
that.
I didn't get home till like 12.
And then you watched the Grand Prix.
And then I accidentally, I don't know how it happened. And then I watched the Grand Prix, and then I don't know how it happened. On the way home, somehow my location turned off from Man's It Is My Man's. And I got home, and I went straight to sleep, and I forgot to text, hey, I made it home. But I texted him that I was leaving Darius's house. And then this morning, I woke up to like 150 text messages about what are you doing? Where you at? I'm worried. What are you doing?
What?
So it's been, we're okay now, though. But he was stressing, which made me stress. I got stressed. I could have sworn he said, we're done in one of the text messages. He didn't. But in my mind, I read it because he said my name. He said Ty with hella exclamation points. Who is Ty? Don't call me that.
Oh.
I got nervous.
Not
But
the
we're
first
fine.
name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm babe.
Yeah.
But we're fine now. So I recommend Not turning off your location, even though I don't know how it happened. But don't turn off your location if you're sharing it with your significant other. And if you don't live together.
And rosemary shampoo.
And rosemary shampoo.
Okay, bye.